Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, San Francisco City Supervisor blasts the Blue Angels, the Flight Safety Academy gets new airplanes, anti-UAV weapons are on display. I'm Bree Cross. It is October 14th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Our right to free speech is great, but in some cases, as you express your personal views, you also allow others to gain a better understanding of who you are. It appears that San Francisco City Supervisor John Avalos took the opportunity to do just that. It seems that Avalos took issue with the Navy's Blue Angels when they performed over the weekend in San Francisco as part of the city's annual Fleet Week celebration. Fleet Week is a major annual event that recognizes the contributions of the men and women in the United States Armed Forces. Things got interesting when Avalos wrote on his official Twitter account, quote, "Maybe the rain and fog means no Blue Angels." He also referred to the Blue Angels as killing machines, flying loudly over San Francisco, and he admonished that only 6 pilots can't be spending that much money in their city. In another comment, he said that the Blue Angels flying over the city reminded him of the $580 billion being spent for U.S. imperialism. Now that we know who you are, Mr. Avalos, here's our opinion. People like the pilots who fly for the Blue Angels and all branches of the military are willing to defend to the death your right to say such things in a public forum, no matter how foolish you may be. We salute the Blue Angels, the Air Force Thunderbirds, and all of the pilots, maintainers, ground crews, controllers, and others who defend our freedom. Flight Safety International expands their fleet of training aircraft as they have begun taking delivery of 20 factory new, single-engine Piper Warrior aircraft. The first 5 aircraft were handed over to Flight Safety Academy at the Piper factory in Vero Beach, Florida, during a recent delivery ceremony. The remaining aircraft will be delivered throughout the 4th quarter, with all 20 expected to enter service before the end of the year. Nancy Ritter, manager of the Flight Safety Academy, said, quote, "Our students will benefit from the training they receive using these well-equipped, efficient, and reliable aircraft. We appreciate the outstanding value, quality, and support Piper provides, and look forward to receiving the additional aircraft," end quote. All of the aircraft will be equipped with Garmin G500 avionics suites, ADS-B, and the GTN 650, replacing the former GNS 430. After the break, UAVs are shot down with radio waves.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. The Commercial Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Expo held in Las Vegas earlier this month was the place to be to find out about the UAV industry. However, it seemed oddly out of place to also see vendors displaying weapons to shoot down UAVs. A trio of British companies exhibited an anti-UAV device that uses RF energy to disable the unmanned aircraft. The devices were being marketed to governments and airports. The unit being displayed uses a highly technical electronic system emitting radio frequencies that can destroy a UAV at a range of about 5 miles. It's truly the stuff that used to be science fiction, but today is real. This UAV anti-aircraft gun is being distributed in the U.S. by Colorado tech company Light Eye Systems. It's reported that the company's executive vice president, Rick Sondag, told the Guardian newspaper, quote, "If I can see it, I can kill it," end quote. Also at the trade show, Boeing exhibited a laser-based anti-UAV system that uses directed energy to shoot down unmanned aerial vehicles. First you build it, then you shoot it down, and now you can find both technologies at the same industry show. That's what we call one-stop shopping. With some 2000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
If you can imagine the formation aerobatics of Team Aeroshell and the graceful large formation of the Snowbirds all together in one team, that's as many planes as they put up, that's what you have.
Just watching one RV doing aerobatics can be fun, but when you have 12 RVs joining together and being flown by the Aerodynamix aerobatics team, it becomes a spectacle you won't forget. Search Team Aerodynamix on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, JetFuelX subscribers grow.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, NavCom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX-100 and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. JetFuelX has announced the 2000th aircraft has signed up for their fuel management tool for turbine aircraft owners and corporate flight departments. Developed by pilots for operators, the program is free, fast, and can be used on any mobile device. Orbital ATK has shipped the Cygnus spacecraft service module to NASA's Kennedy Space Center for the next International Space Station cargo mission. This mission milestone marks a key step forward as Orbital ATK continues its cargo delivery service to the ISS. Boeing has acquired Peters Software, a provider of European Aviation Safety Agency-based training content for early-stage pilot training. Located in Cologne, Germany, Peters Software specializes in curriculum and materials for commercial and private pilots in the EASA market. Air Transportation Network OneJet confirmed plans to finalize the selection of its next fleet platform during the fourth quarter. The selection choices are expected within the next 4 to 6 weeks. OneJet provides access to non-stop travel in small and medium-sized markets. Boeing's order book fills as they put 182 new commercial aircraft on the books during the third quarter of 2015. So far this year, the company has delivered 580 aircraft. Deliveries are led with the 737, with 375 airplanes delivered since January. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Space tourism becomes a step closer to reality as the second version of the SpaceShipTwo is nearing completion, but it will not fly before next year. That was the assessment of Virgin Galactic CEO George Whitesides speaking at the International Symposium for Personal and Commercial Spaceflight last week in Las Cruces, New Mexico. According to a report appearing on americaspace.com, Whitesides said the company is maintaining 3 shifts to finish the vehicle. Whitesides said that after the major weight on wheels milestone was reached in May, the aircraft has since been mated to White Knight 2. The flight test regimen will include captive carry tests, unpowered glide flights, and finally powered flight tests. The company says it hopes to begin those tests next year. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories. that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.